Dave. Oh, there you are.
We are.
I'm Shawn.
And I'm Dave.
This is Barstools and Bandtalk.
Yes, sir, it is. We have a special guest tonight. I'm going to let you do the introduction, but I'll give you a little bit of background. I haven't known this gentleman very long, but I can tell you he's super impressive as a drum player. So there's going to be a lot of drum talk going on. I'll try to follow along, but he's a great guy. Shawn's known him a little bit longer than I have, and he's going to introduce you to Mr.
Well, actually, before I do, he and I have crossed paths in weird sorts of ways, but we've never actually met face to face. We've been on social media guys and whatnot. But he's a guy who is funny as friggin' hell. He's got a sense of humor like you wouldn't believe. Wicked player. And he's going to show you probably one of the best kept secrets in HRM. So our good buddy Tommy Maillet is coming up here, Barstools and Bandtalk.
We're excited for him. Now it says Krista, and that was his girlfriend, but that's really him.
Yeah,
how you doing, Tommy?
Good, man. How you doing?
Doing good,
Hey,
brother.
buddy.
Doing good.
So should we do the nickel tour first, man? That drum room. Tell us a little bit about that drum room, because it's super impressive and it took you some time to put together.
Oh, thank you. So you want to hear about it? Well, I'll back it up a little bit, okay? At my last house, I had a drum room, right? And it looked great. And then it flooded. We had a flood. There was a huge rainstorm. So then I built it again, and it looked just the same as it did before. And then I got this other house. I moved to another house, and I thought, I can't build another one. It's just too much work. So to be honest with you guys, I had help this time, a lot of help to build it, even though I can do it myself. But I did it twice already. I was like, no, I can't do this. So, yeah, so I can't take all the credit for this drum room. So, but I envisioned it, if that helps. So.
And it looks like a nightclub, and when you're doing your videos, the sounds unreal, man. I don't know what you're rocking there and stuff, but I mean the whole thing. You got the lights, you got the kit set up.
Yeah.
And it's on a riser.
Yes,
I should mention too that Tommy does a lot of stuff on the kitchen party. Is that right?
Yes, I do videos on that. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, something to do.
So should we do the tour of this puppy here?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'll just give me a second here. All right.
You can pour me a drink in the meantime, Tommy. I see you got a fully stocked bar.
Yeah. It's so funny because I don't drink at all, man.
Luckily, I do.
We get friends, a lot of friends that come here. So I hope I don't make you guys dizzy here. Hold on a second. Okay.
Real, man.
All right. So we good here? Okay.
Yep.
I'll do the tour. So as you can see, I built that actually. That's something I built. And then can you see the menu here? We have the menu. Yeah. And then I'm going to back up a little bit because I just love this. Do you like my stand here? That's the bar. And you got the Arnold posters. I
thought that was you. I thought there's a pictures of you on the wall. I had the same arm.
Look at it. It's fantastic. Look at it. No, it's I've been a huge Arnold fan all my life. So not sure if I'm. Yeah. Okay, we're good. And then
video games.
Yeah, I I got these going in the drum room.
Oh my God!
So these are fun to play. I'll just back up a little bit, and it's 3 are original cabinets, 2 are not. I'll show you which ones. These 2 are not, and the N1 Super Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, and Terminator, of course, is the original cabinets, original everything.
Wicked.
So then you move on. There's a door to the outside. You move on here. There's the corner couch. Can you see okay? Am I doing a good job?
Yeah, no, you're doing great, man.
Okay. And then so this is a corner couch. So, it's so comfortable, unreal. I bought this. This is Neil Peart's drum kit.
Oh, wow.
One of my influences, and it just really matches the room for sure with the black and the red really works well together. So then you come over here, and I'll show you what I did over here. This is a wall of some of my accomplishments, if you will. Those are not real gold records, by the way.
I was going to say, Tommy, come on now.
I recorded drums on a whole bunch of CDs, and was thinking, could I display them, right? And I thought, oh my God, just build like fake gold records. So that's what I did. These are fake. They're not all there because I just got lazy and just put it aside. So this is some of my accomplishments. Can I talk about this? Is this
yes,
okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it's the things I'm really proud. I really appreciate. I actually have 2 ECMA awards. I don't know if you can see that. So I won 2 ECMA awards, and 1 Lightning Award, which is out of New Brunswick. I have 5 drum endorsements. Pearl drums. I've been playing Pearl drums all my life. Remo skins, the same thing. Regal tips sticks, which I'm actually with Vader now. I switched over to Vader. It's just on the wall. Audix microphones, fantastic. And this is protection racket, the carrying cases. They're so good. They're so good. So, yeah. And this is just, well, just to show you quickly, I toured like Europe, the States, and Canada numerous times. So this is just flyers and stuff from that. And this is my current band, Shameless. Just airplane tickets, blah, 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 the same thing. And what do you call that? Gold records.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want to show you one thing, and then I'll keep going. I'll show you the kit. My hero is Todd Stukerman from Styx. Like I'm gonna be putting these up. He's been my hero for 15 years. It's just incredible. He's an incredible drummer. So we'll talk about that later. Okay. And here we have Mr. Bob Ross. So 24/7 Bob Ross. And then what I'm gonna do is actually sit down on the corner couch, and then you can kind of see the drum kit.
Oh,
can you see that?
Jesus.
Absolutely, yes. Brother.
Okay. Just to explain, this thing I built myself. I haven't painted it yet, but I'm building a little studio. I'm going to be doing drum tracks for people and stuff like that. I'm going to build a wall and stuff, soundproof. So I'll just bring it in closer. So I'm sure you can see that.
Well, it doesn't even look real, Tommy. It looks like they're made out of wood, for God's sakes.
And I got the pearl thing. Friend of mine that does car decals, Jim Bond, good friend of mine.
Yep.
He did that for me. Just to display on the wall. And these are LED lights, by the way. They don't get hot at all, as you know.
Nice.
But kind of look old school, which is what I wanted. So, yeah. And there's so I'll just do a quick kind of this thing. Ta-da!
Look at that.
Tommy, that's a wicked man cave. That's a drum cave, brother.
Yeah, and it looks even better when you dim the lights. So romantic. Right?
I tell you, Tommy.
If you're another drummer.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And let me put you back up here. All right. Okay. Sorry.
No, I was
perfect.
I've got my Elisa's electric drums in my basement kitchen, so you win.
Oh, really? Oh, it's not a competition, my friend. I just, hard work. I worked hard,
Yeah. You should be proud.
Thank you.
Look, take me back for a second, Tommy. Let's talk about the ECMA awards. What were they for?
Yes, absolutely. One of them was for Album of the Year. We won the Album of the Year in a certain category. I was in the band Blou. They're a French Acadian band, okay. And we won the Album of the Year for that for French Album of the Year or something like that. We're pretty proud, actually. Sure. The second one, the Lightning Award, was the Artist of the Year. We won the Artist of the Year. Nice. The third one I forget. I'm so sorry. I'll have to get back to you on that.
Okay.
Am I okay here? Is the camera set?
Perfect, man.
Okay. Okay. Very
All
good.
I can see is your arms.
Okay, I'll go like that. Yeah. Oh, gentlemen, I miss the gym so much. So much. Brother. Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. It sure doesn't look like it.
But so talk, you grew up here. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Clare, Digby County. If people don't know where that is, it's between Yarmouth and Digby, basically. Yep. It's in Digby County, but you take Digby, then there's Weymouth, then there's Clare. It's an Acadian village, and then there's Yarmouth. It's a beautiful area, actually. Stunning sceneries, the beaches and stuff. you wouldn't believe it if you haven't been there. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've been there. Beautiful.
You said the Clare Social Club, right?
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. There you go.
Yeah.
The famous spot. Unfortunately, it's been closed for many years now, which is kind of the situation a little bit for certain spots. And yeah, it's too bad. It's too bad. It was such a fun spot.
Dave did a little tour there a week or so ago, just in Yarmouth, and there was 20 some odd clubs that used to be around that aren't even around anymore.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
You could literally do a tour of Dartmouth and not leave Dartmouth. It was
yeah.
So, Tommy, take us back to when you first started playing now. When did you start?
Okay. I never prepared anything here. This is
No big deal. We're just talking, man.
I think I started playing drums at the age of 9 or 10. And what happened was my dad actually bought a drum kit for himself to play. And he tried it, and I hate to put it this way, but he failed. He just, it wasn't working out for him. So he put them away. And I still remember the day that I opened that basement closet door, and they were stacked up like a Christmas tree, right? And I thought, I should, 10 years old, 9, 10 years old, I should set them up. They weren't set properly, but I started banging. In love.
Wow.
Immediately, yeah. And
at 10 years old.
I don't think I'm 45, so it's been 35 years, and yeah, I've been playing or something like that. So yeah.
Wow.
Never really. Yeah.
One of the things about, and it's funny because I was telling Dave before we brought you in, like you and I kind of sort of ways, but we only really met on social media. We haven't actually met like face to face, whatever.
I know.
We've become very good social media buddies. But so you're a big Rush fan. You're a huge Dream Theater fan.
Huge, man.
Huge Tom fan. So talk to us a little bit about that, because I mean, like, there's Neil Peart and everybody else, but then so are Portnoy or Mangini?
For me, Portnoy or Mangini, both.
Okay.
I value both. Yeah, absolutely, because I love Dream Theater so much that, not every band has good albums, great albums, not so good. I love them all, not equally, but what am I trying to say? Like with Mangini, his first effort with the band was just fantastic. The second one was good. Then the third one was phenomenal. You know what I mean? But I still appreciate everything that both drummers, let's say with Mike Portnoy, with the catalog that he's in, with the CDs he's in. I just appreciate both drummers, and you can't deny their talent. I mean, Mangini was the fastest drummer for certain, like double strokes or whatever, single strokes for years, right? So, they're talented. No way, you can't deny that. So, yeah.
I'll tell you, I had the opportunity to actually, when I was living, I saw them on the Words tour at a bar called RPM, which was about the size of, I don't know, the old Palace, and I remember leaving. I was blown away, and we're going, and it was Portnoy, and some friggin' asshole was like, "He's no Neil Peart." And it was just like, I don't think that's the point. Like, you just thought 2.5 brilliance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And he had a kit. Believe, man, it was that kit that he was just turning around and play. It was just like he was surrounded by drums, and it was just so tight and so amazing.
Absolutely. Well, Portnoy's biggest influence is Neil Peart, right? And like there's certain things that Neil Peart could not do that Mike could do. Mike is really good with odd time signatures like 1916s and stuff like that, just crazy stuff. But Neil Peart has a better flow. And so this is just my personal opinion. Please don't shoot me, people. So, and I just love both. You just grab things from certain drummers and you make your own style. I'm a huge Jeff Porcaro fan from Toto. Oh my God, right? One of the most recorded drummers in history. And yeah, I have a lot of heroes. But like I said, my current hero is Todd Sucherman. He's been for probably 15 years now. I just love everything that he plays. Powerful. Go ahead. Sorry.
Heard his solo album yet?
Say that again. Sorry.
Have you heard his solo album yet?
Not yet. It's Last Flight Home, I think it's called.
Yeah. He's a very good singer. I was very, very impressed.
I saw some clips. I was like, oh my God, wow. I love him even more now. That's awesome.
So Tommy, I have a question for you, if that's okay. So did you grow up with with the Acadian style music, is that what you grew up with, or did you grow up as a rock guy, or how did it start for you for musical influences? Or genre,
first,
I guess, you know.
The first band that really made me get into music was the Beach Boys, because that was my dad's favorite band. So when I was young, the records were always playing, and I'm glad it was the Beach Boys, because if you listen to the Beach Boys, man, they taught me at a young age melody, songwriting, just crafting songs. Brian Wilson is a genius, you know.
Yeah.
And I just absolutely appreciate that it was them, for sure, because at a young age I was exposed to just that level of, I mean, they weren't no disrespect, they weren't like the best musicians, like they weren't like Steely Dan and stuff like that, but just crafting the songs and serving songs, I love that. So
and harmony,
to answer your question, the Beach Boys.
You listen to God Only Knows and listen to the harmonies. I found that not that long ago. It was a vocal only of God Only Knows, and I was like, oh my God, the harmonies are incredible. Like, you know, so you don't see that anymore, right? So now you sing as well too. Is that right?
Okay, let me tell you the full story. It's a short story. I used to sing back, well, okay. I'm shy about it. I used to sing in high school. And like I said, I'm 45, and back in high school, which was many years ago, I sang more in high school, and I gave it up, right? And just recently, because of what's going on with COVID, right? Stuck at home, and I have this nice little setup, right? So I should start singing again. And I've been singing a little bit more, but I haven't been singing for all these years, if that makes any sense.
Sure.
So yeah.
Well, I posted on Ronnie James Dio F Day, I posted Rainbow in the Dark, and Tommy sent me a picture singing it in the bathroom. It's actually pretty funny, and it sounded awesome, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm heading to the bathroom with my phone, and I saw that. I was like, oh, cool. I pressed record, and before I belted out some Ronnie James Dio badly, but
you I was just going to say, one of the funny things, because you and I both know Ryan Boudreau and the Acadian connection. Yeah. Ryan, is tu parles français? Tu parles français? How were in, you said Blou, and that was a French Acadian band, correct?
Yes, yeah.
How long were those guys?
Say that again, sorry.
How long?
Say that again, sorry, you were cutting out.
How long were you with that band?
Oh, sorry. I think it was 5 years.
Okay.
I think it was, oh, good Lord, couple of years out of high school. What happened was, interesting story. What do I do? Do I go to university or whatever? And then I heard Blou was looking for a drummer, and they had a reputation of touring everywhere, right? Busy. So on my birthday, October 16th, I went and auditioned for Blou, and I got the part. And 2 weeks later, we're on tour. I mean, I thought, well, school's gonna wait, right? And then I did it for 5 years. I eventually went back to school and got education, but for 5 years, it was nonstop, man, nonstop. Which, from not touring at all to really touring, I learned a lot with that band for sure. So yeah, there you go.
So in addition to drumming, you're obviously you're a huge workout guy too, and I know you've been saying it's been tough to the gym. How do you, and it's going to be one of the same, but how do you find motivation to practice when you don't feel like practicing, and then to work out when you don't feel like working out? I think it'd be an interesting question to ask somebody such as yourself.
Okay, I think I have an answer for you. I've been saying this for years. Your worst, this is just my opinion, but I find that your worst enemy is your last bad thought, right? And if your last bad thought was something negative about you not playing, oh, I'm too tired, I hate that. So then I switch it around, and I'll show him or her, right? My last bad thought, I am a drummer. I love weights. Why am I thinking negatively? Screw this. So then I jump on the kit. And it's true, when you do go to the gym, even though you don't want to, it's one of the best workouts you have, because that instant gratification of all the serotonins and dopamine and stuff. You're just, holy shit, this is awesome, man. So yeah, I try to stay positive with everything. Even if I don't want to, I just find something, just a little bit of anger or whatever. Good anger. Towards
So,
that. Yeah.
You nailed it, because I mean, if you don't feel like doing it and you force yourself, I think that's sometimes the best
Absolutely.
practice, best woodshedding time, whatever, right?
Yeah, creating new. I don't want to sound whatever philosophical. How do you say that? I'm 2 languages I speak.
Yeah.
Create. Well, you create new pathways in your brain when you do that. Even that's on your worst day, and you still go. You're creating new pathways, man. Just you become 100%. A machine. It's fantastic.
You were doing a job where you started playing with Shameless, and I know you were playing a bit, and then you decided you wanted to get back. What were you doing before that? I think I know, but what were you doing before that?
Say that again. I sincerely apologize.
No, you had a job, like a sort of a full-time job for Shameless, and then somebody told me that you just wanted to get back and do music more full-time. What was the job?
Yeah. For that? What happened was, I'll back it up just a little bit more. I was playing music, and I also love lifting weights as well. So what I did is I was 39, I think, best shape of my life, and I thought, man, I should become a personal trainer, right? So I took a course, passed it, and I started my own business, which it was To Your Door Fitness, which I would take, go to people's houses or offices and train them in their living room, because not everyone wants to go to the gym, right? They're shy or whatever reason. So that took a lot of my time, right? So I did that for a few years, and it was successful. I was really proud of that. Another job that I did during that was actually, I worked in a group home with people with disabilities, all sorts of disabilities, like I'm going to pronounce this wrong, cerebral palsy, and just across the board, like schizophrenia and stuff like that. A lot of what do you call that? Just a lot of personal care, like bathing the clients and stuff like that. I did that for many years, right? And awesome. I enjoyed it. It was a good job, and I don't want to say it this way, but it was good money, and I could afford stuff, but I loved the job as well, right? But then I just loved lifting weights, so I created my own, and it was successful. But at the end of doing that for maybe 5 years, I just missed music so much. So I quit both, and I'm doing full-time music again, which I love. So, yeah.
And how do you find the guys in Shameless now?
Oh, they're a bunch of, they're great. They're great. No, listen. You got Shawn Birt, right? He's been doing it forever. He's a good front man. He knows the business. He really does. Luke Morris on bass. He's a monster bass player. You can't deny that. Oh my goodness. I love locking in with him. It's it's awesome. We got the new member. I used to be the newest member. Now I'm not. Kevin Toad Stonye, which is a hometown boy, actually.
Yeah.
He's a little bit older than I am, so we never really hung out and stuff. But I've always known him, and he's a great addition to the band. He's got good harmonies. That guy has a resume. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now to be honest, I've watched you guys now since.
What's that?
I'm not sure how long you've been with the band, but I've seen this incarnation with you playing now about 4 or 5 times now. And again, I kind of knew who you were, said hi a few times. Shawn and I go way back, and I know Luke and I know Toad for a long time, so I usually spend more time talking to them. But I've seen you play at least 4 times, and I'm really impressed with the way the vocals have progressed in that band. And Shawn's guitar playing has come a long, long way too.
Isn't that awesome? Like he always played acoustic, right? That sparkly acoustic, electric, or whatever. I don't understand that stuff. But then he switched over to electric guitar, and then within 6 months, he was nailing it. He really put the work in, and we were very happy with the results. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, he has improved significantly
But vocally, yeah, it's just it's a nice energy in that band. It's really nice to see.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun, good music, and great guys. I love it. Yeah.
Well, and we've been talking.
Cheers,
We've been
gentlemen.
somebody that you know, obviously with Kyle and those guys, I play. I mean, not quite as you guys, but we've been asking somebody that's on just the effect of this whole thing, loss of money and stuff. I want to keep asking you what I really want to get the point. People that don't understand what musicians go through, type of thing on. Explain that a little bit.
Could you repeat that? I sincerely apologize. You were cutting out a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So I said you guys play a lot, and just for people that don't understand what's going on right now for musicians, what's this time mean? Obviously, loss of money and all that stuff. But to you, what's it mean?
Oh, how it's affecting me, what it means. Well, it's not good, obviously, and we're not the only ones suffering. There's a lot of people that are not in this field that are not working, but it could. I hate to say this, and I hope it doesn't happen, but it could snowball into something bad, right? Because we're not playing. The venues are not providing services. Like a lot of them are restaurants as well, and pubs. So they're closed and they're losing money, and I don't know how to answer that. I really don't. Myself, just fortunately, I've saved money, and I'm not saying I'm living off of that, but my girlfriend's really supportive as well. So we kind of created this nice little budget because we don't know how long this is going to last, right?
Sure.
I'm not on eBay every night buying random stuff anymore. Which is so addictive, I swear. It's so much fun. But yeah, so it's just what I honestly, man, I don't really know how to answer that. It's because we've never experienced this before, right? It's in our lifetime. I mean, yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Shawn and I talk about this a lot because I mean, like, I kind of made a post about it the other day on the website. We're not just musicians, but you know, Shawn and I are extroverts, and we talk for a living. So now he's been working the whole time. I was off for 2 months. It's hard when you're not socializing, when you're not getting a chance to see other people and talk to other people. It kind of plays on your head a little bit, and you know, like it's hard. So like, you know, and for a musician, this is what you do for a living. You travel, you see people, you entertain, you play, and without the opportunity to do that, it's hard. And this is why I think I personally think what Heather Cameron's done with that with the kitchen party was a wonderful thing. It gave a lot of people an opportunity just to kind of vent, for lack of a better word. No, you didn't have to be great or didn't have to be whatever, but you know what? We're still playing, and that was awesome.
Absolutely. You know, not everyone's at the same level of talent, or, you know, some people are better, so who cares, right? And you're right. I love the fact that just anyone that goes in front of a camera and plays, bravo, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you're right, because musicians, no matter what you're doing, you're always networking. Always. You're at Tim Hortons and someone, let's say, recognizing you. Hey, don't you play in this band? Whatever, right?
Yeah,
and then you're networking. Yeah, we're playing blah, blah, blah. Next week, you should come and see us, you know? And we're constantly networking. So you're right about the talking, for sure.
Now we got to get you all paid. That's all. We're going to work on that too.
Say that again, sorry?
Get paid.
Now we got to get you all paid.
I will say this though, one sign that I've seen I think is very encouraging. A lot of bars are redoing their stages, and a lot of bars are renovating, and so there is stuff taking place. So that's an encouraging sign, right?
Yes. I saw a couple bars. I won't name them just out of respect if they want to keep it private. But they rebuilt the stage, and which is great. So yeah, you're right. You know, because this will end eventually. It will.
Yeah.
There's no way this is going to last forever. We won't allow it. No way.
So my money's on Tommy Maillet, because you know what? I think if you put your mind to something, brother, I'm pretty sure it's going to get done. I see what you've done with this basement. I see your friggin' arms. I heard you play drums. You know what I mean? I think you're a kind of guy that gets stuff done, right? And that's really cool. We're down to the last couple of minutes now, Shawn. I mean, what else do you want to talk about with Tommy?
Well, I mean, one of the things, Tommy, that you know, that I you know, that you're doing that great, man, is that, you know, I think you're exposing some folks to some music that they maybe have not heard before in the Dream Theater. So a lot of people have, but let's call it what it is. I mean, it's you know, they're not as widespread as, you know, a Bon Jovi or whatever. So that's pretty cool.
True.
The other thing I got to give you a shout out. That basement that would be Wayne Boudreau so proud.
Oh yeah, nice.
You know, Wayne's a stickler. But the last thing I just want, I know you had some shoulder problems. They're now, right? Because obviously you weren't able to play for. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah, what happened was I do karate as well. I'm always doing something.
In your spare time, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
What's that? Sorry.
In your spare time, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, in my spare seconds. No, I did karate for a bit. I don't do it now for obvious reasons because of COVID. But no, I'll just back it up. The reason why I took karate, it's just for cardio. I'm not a treadmill guy. You know, there's treadmills at the gym. I just don't like the treadmill. You know, it's just I hate that. So then a friend of mine said, because he's a black belt, why don't you do karate? Oh, I tried it. Oh my God, I fell in love with it. Not to go beat people up. It's nothing about that. It's just, when you come out of there after an hour session, you're sweating, man.
Yeah.
And but so what happened was, it's just basically, if you put all three together, drumming, lifting weights, and doing karate, and I'm 45. I'm not saying it's old, but I'm not 20 anymore. So things were adding up, and one day I just went, oh, this hurts. So I went to Cairo, and he said, yeah, you gotta, you know. So I was doing tests and stuff, and I have a little bump here, blah, blah, blah. I'm doing better, basically, because I am just I know you guys probably want to go, but it's called the TENS machine. Do you know what that is? You ever see the Dr. Ho commercials? It's not Dr. Ho, but it's like a more expensive one, and I put them once in a while. It just zaps your shoulder, you know, and it really helps. So anyone listening, go get a TENS machine. It really helps for sure. So no, I'm doing much better. Yeah, the shoulder's better. So
I'm gonna give that a try, Tommy. I literally feel your pain because I've been playing with a torn rotator cuff for 3 years. So I literally feel your pain, brother.
Oh, and we're drummers. And there's constant this, right? Oh my God. So I just before what happened, we were playing the deck before everything got shut down because of COVID. I had to take the week off. I was in tears. I played Monday, and done. I looked at Shawn. I said, I can't do this. I was just like, tears were rolling down my face. I'm in so much pain. And Mark Sweeney from Shaded thankfully filled in. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. So then after that, then the gigs were canceled because of COVID. So yeah. So anyways, I feel better.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're doing for time, Dave, but Tommy, I'm really glad you did this. And you and I were kind of texting back and forth. I mean, I know you do great. You and I kind of have a very more sense of humor. You know, you got a lot of stuff there to look at. Obviously, shout out to you on the kitchen things there.
Thank you. Thank you. I put that just to inspire, and, you know, hopefully, because I remember being a kid and seeing local drummers and just going, oh my God, there was this one guy, David, oh my God, David Sonia, Iron Maiden, like Run to the Hills.
Yeah.
He could almost play with one hand, you know, it's just amazing. And so, just to, I don't know, inspire, I guess. You know,
that's awesome.
I remember, I'm still a kid, but I remember being an actual kid and going, this is great. So that's why I do it, just to put smiles on people's faces. Yeah.
Tommy, straight up now, like, again, I feel like I know you so much better after talking to you tonight. You're a real inspiration, I think, in a lot of ways. I think that if I listen back to everything you just said tonight, it's a discipline that you have, and that's rare. You know what I mean? So good on you, seriously, for following through and everything that you did, rebuilding the drum room, playing drums, following your heroes, doing karate, obviously lifting weights. So, man, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I think that a lot of folks are going to really, look forward to seeing you go play with Shameless when this is all over, and maybe they'll watch some of your videos. You have a drum channel, or you have your own channel too, or no?
I have a YouTube channel, but it's weak, man. I haven't been pushing it, I'll be honest, but I should be, because it's part of the endorsements that I have, push the product. But I do it on Instagram and Facebook for sure. And I have a great relationship with my rep. Her name is Sharon Green. She's from around here, I believe, and we talk quite often. So she's great. So no, I can't really plug anything in because I really don't have anything to plug in. And I probably wouldn't, because I'm too humble. I'm too shy. So I'm gonna hide my arms too. So.
Yeah. It was a great chat. I mean, I will say we got to give Dave a shout out for doing his impression of the Metallica 1 video there in your shot there.
Yeah, it's getting darker and darker.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's awesome.
I know. I got my phone light on right now. So Jesus, I can't get up and put the light on. I'm gonna look retarded. So I thought, well, I'll just do this, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Right now, yes. Anyway, brother, thanks so much, Tommy. This was great, man.
Better?
Yeah, it was fun. Thank you. I love it. That's awesome.
Yeah, listen.
Thank you very much, guys. This was great.
Oh, it's a pleasure talking to you, brother. Seriously, a pleasure talking to you, really.
Yeah. Likewise. Thank you very much.
All right, bud.
All right.
Peace
Take
out,
care,
brother.
folks.
All right, you too.
Barstools